Can't believe it, man. Another layer one at the Amex as Newcastle fight back to unfortunately get stung again by Danny Welbeck. And I mean, how many times do us Newcastle United fans have to witness this kind of result down at the Amex? This curse just never seems to end. It is now 9 times we have played Brighton in the Premier League at the Amex, and we are yet to pick up a win at the Amex against Brighton. I mean, literally, that game today, it should have been the game that we, done it. It should have been the game where we finally broke that curse, but the refereeing in the game from Craig Pawson was absolutely dreadful. He was pathetic. He was just giving Brighton absolutely everything in the game. Danny Welbeck's goal to open the scoring in the game, definitely against the run of play in my opinion. A little dink over the top of Nicky Pope to, put Brighton ahead and start the goal scoring in the game. And then, I mean, Nick Valdemara's goal was just absolutely brilliant. The equalising goal into the game to get we're back in, give her a little bit of a foothold, give her a little bit of a chance of possibly getting a positive result of a win at the Amex. We've drew at the Amex before 5 freaking times, but we can't get that bloody win in the Premier League down there. And it looked like once we got that equaliser from Nick Valdemara, which was absolutely amazing, by the way, brilliant little back heel. Wow, just the lad keeps showing we're more and more levels to his game. The technical ability with the ball, he's just absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to see more of Nick Valdemara after the way he played today. But unfortunately, we see yet again Brighton getting their simple little moments like they always seem to get against with at the Amex, and of course coming away 2-1 winners in the game. Danny Welbeck getting another little moment in the game, a bit of a fluky moment again, definitely against the run of play with the way he took it, and of course he scores 2 goals in the game, and it's late heartbreak, it's annoying, it's another stupid result down at the Amex when we need to be seeing positive results, really, when we'll be going to this ground. It's always been a bit of a boogie ground for to go to. But, I mean, the refereeing could have been better as well today. Craig Pawson making some very questionable decisions. There was a moment in the game where, we could have had a penalty in the game. It was definitely a handball. Paul Tinley went on the VAR, to look. And he just comes back to Pawson over the mic and says, obviously it's not a penalty, even though everybody can see by the replays that's being shown, that it is a penalty. So there should have definitely been a review to the monitor there for Pawson, which wasn't done. And Pawson didn't even give any decision over the mic like we usually see, which I always thought that was a mandatory thing. I guess I'm wrong on that one. But I'm sure, there'll be Brighton fans that'll probably agree with us that, it was a penalty. I'm sure there's probably going to be Brighton fans that'll disagree with us that there was a penalty chance for Newcastle in the game. But, I mean, once we scored the equalising goal, there was every chance of we're possibly coming away from that game with the win. I mean, the way we started to really get a hold of things in the game, and we did really, really well in the game, I thought, to be honest, when you consider, that we've had a lot of players travel very long distances during the international break. Bruno played for a long time in the game, and he had to travel all the way 30 hours on a plane. Joe Linton the same, for international duty. So to see them play as long as they did in the game is a credit to the ability of the player, to be honest. But, I mean, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Was it, the worst defeat this season? Was it the most painful defeat this season? Probably the most painful thing to watch when you consider that, Craig Pawson has just constantly given every single little soft touch set piece to Brighton, when the players are barely being touched. That's pretty painful to watch when, them kinds of decisions are being made constantly by Pawson. It just looked like it was game management by Pawson to try and keep Brighton in the game. He did it from minute 1, you know, and then when Brighton got the goal, he kind of backed off a little bit on it, but not completely. And then when we got the equaliser, I kind of pushed it back on again, full strength, to try and keep the game, you know, level. And I hate to say this because it just ruins the game. It ruins the football for everybody. You know, when you see the referee game managing and keeping teams in it when teams don't really deserve to be kept in it. You know, they're not in the game. They're not doing as much in the game. And they're getting kept in there. They're being given the chance to stay in the game when, you know, really they should be losing the game. But, I mean, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Who was your man of the match from the game, be it Brighton player or a Newcastle player? For me, Nick Voltemada was absolutely fantastic in that game. Standout performance for me. I would go with Nick Voltemada as my man of the match for that one. I thought he did really, really well in the game with what he was given, what chances came to him, what chances he created himself as well. And I mean, like I say, you know, we'll just constantly keep seeing more and more of Nick Voltemada and more levels to his game. This lad is a very talented individual, and I can't wait to see what more he can do in a black and white shirt for Newcastle United. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Hit that like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. However, lads.